started about 18 months ago. But let's think. Yeah, Celebration was my 1-year anniversary.
Woohoo.
Yeah, I really just was looking for. Hi, Julie.
Hi, Alicia.
I was looking just to lose some weight. Was tired all the time and just started it with the intention of just kind of doing a reset. And a year and a half later, I'm not looking back. So,
yay!
Sounds good.
Julie, have you met Laura before?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
Okay,
We're friends on Facebook, though.
Yeah, why don't you share your story real quickly, Julie?
Okay, I'll be 3 years in June. So I don't know how many months that makes, but part of my life, part of my lifestyle. I'll be doing this forever because I can't believe how amazing I feel and the energy that I have. But for me, it was trying to be able to build some muscle and be fit and feel healthy and to resolve digestive issues and just some other general health issues. So it was really just wanting to feel better. And for me, energy was the biggest change right away. And then I have been able to be fit, and I wanted to be able to put my kayak on my roof of my car all by myself, and I can do that. So I'm happy.
Awesome.
And
That's
you're
awesome.
one of those people, I can't wait. So Julie has been one of those people who've always struggled to gain weight, like gain lean muscle. And you've had gut issues. So you're one of those people on our team that I can't wait to hear from you as you start using the IsoBiome. Like, you already felt better before we had IsoBiome, and I can't wait to see what this does even more on your journey.
Right. I'm excited too. And I started using that I have one here, that enzyme complex. I can't remember the exact name of it, but I started using that at Celebration last year because I still had some issues, but mostly with my whatever my plated meal was or my snack or something like that, I was still having trouble with what I was eating, even though I'm very careful about, gluten-free and all that kind of stuff. So having that enzyme made a big difference for me just with, what I was doing with that. Now I'm really excited to see how much this new one, the IsoBiome, was going to help me manage my plated meals and my snacking and things like that.
Have you purchased it yet?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Have you purchased the IsoBiome yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so we picked it up when we were at NYKO, and I have been fortunate to be one of those people that have never struggled with gut issues. And for us, it's the hardest thing to remember to take it before eating. But that being said, we have been taking it, and the biggest thing I notice is something especially like chili. We made chili a couple weeks ago, and usually chili can make you feel kind of bloated and gassy. And it was a couple hours later, I looked at Randy and I said, did you realize? I'm like, at least for me, I am not feeling bloated or gassy at all. And he was like, oh, me either. And so, again, I've never had digestive issues, so that's never been an issue for me. But just to see that little difference it's made for somebody who doesn't have that issue, I can't imagine how much it's going to help people who are really struggling out there.
Oh, yeah.
And I added it when you said that the other night, Jody. I added it to my auto ship, so I'm excited to try it too.
Now, have you guys all watched that video that I posted in IsoJourney about Angelique Nori interviewing? I don't even know the girl's name, Jamie, I think.
I think I watched it, but I ordered both the products. I never used to have problems till I had my gallbladder out.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah, a little over a year ago. So.
And Laura, do you want to share your story with Julie and Alicia?
Sure. I got started on it to see what it would do for my health as far as like blood work and stuff without going into things we're not supposed to say. But which it's dramatically helped.
Good.
So yeah.
Okay.
So that was my main reason. I have put on some of the weight that I did lose initially, so now I'm working to get that weight back off. Last year was kind of a stressful year. My husband had cancer, so kind of gained a little belly fat back. So
Well, and I always tell everybody this is a journey. You know, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon.
Oh, yeah.
And we all have ups and downs. I mean, you've seen Randy's 2018, the last 4 months, he had 3 surgeries and an injury. And, you know, it plays with your mindset. It plays with your routine and your eating habits that, you know, give yourself some grace.
Yeah.
Move forward. You know, we started in 2019 of we're doing a hard 30. That means no alcohol. Now, I will tell you, we've cheated twice. Once was at NYKO and once was this weekend doing a date night because we were on a date and we could. But it's that whole, okay, let's go back to some hard disciplines and then slowly, and you know, that's what we did 6 years ago is we went a good 6-8 weeks, no alcohol, hit it hard, and then slowly integrated stuff back in. But you know, when you're in that place, get back to your results as fast as you can because your excitement's going to come up. You're going to get people noticing right away. You're going to feel better faster. So I was, you know, it's kind of funny because so many people are out there like, oh, but you know, when it happens, it happens. No, hit it hard and get your results because you're going to feel better faster and you're going to get excited. So don't let people to tell you of, oh, it's okay if it takes too long. I say, no, let's strap down and do it.
I joined the gym.
Good girl. Have you gone?
I did this afternoon.
Good for you.
Yep. So
Have you guys gotten the snow already or you're not getting it?
it's just starting.
Okay. They're saying ours is supposed to happen in about 2 hours. They just called school for us about a half an hour ago.
Really?
So, yeah.
And where are you
We
at?
only had school one day last week.
Wow.
Oh.
So Laura's in Iowa.
At Cedar Rapids.
Oh, okay.
Like you went to college in Iowa,
I
right?
did, out in Dubuque.
Dubuque.
Mhm.
Awesome. Yeah. I
Yeah.
live in Marion, which is just
Okay.
right next to Cedar Rapids.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, my son goes to school at Drake, so he's in Des Moines.
Oh, yeah.
Huh?
Yep.
Okay.
Further west.
Yeah. So I want to talk, and we are recording for the people who aren't tuning in live. So hello, everybody who's watching the recording. Couple things I want to talk about. One is a week from today is the Rapid Crystal Manager Reset deadline. And I know it seems, especially to some people, it can seem very daunting and like it's impossible or very difficult to achieve. I'm not going to say it's going to be easy, but it is possible. A lot can happen in 7 days. And so whether that is ramping up how many connections you're talking to, how many follow-ups you're doing, whether that's reaching down within your team to see who has more than 250 BV, who is out there talking to friends, who needs an additional stream of income. That's really where the growth happens, is not just us enrolling, but teaching them how to do it. And if you guys did not get a chance to watch the team meeting, so I know Alicia was there live, but Julie and Laura, if you got a chance to,
I was on.
yay. You know, that's what we're all about in 2019 is making it simple and duplicatable. And I think those are two things that we need to do better as a whole. And so work with your people, teach them how to write their 30-second story, teach them how to do a post so that you can help them start getting their products paid, which in return is going to help you hit your goals and get your products paid. So don't think that it's only 7 days, it's not going to happen. A lot can happen in 7 days, but it's going to depend on your effort and intentionality of actually putting in the hours. So that's the first thing, is just remember that February 3rd is the deadline for that. And then March 10th, right behind it, is the director. And so the director is 6 consultants. So that means we have 5 weeks to go to work. And again, not impossible, but it's got to be intentional and focused effort. Along with that focused and intention and effort, I want to talk about Sunday night posts. So when you guys graduate to executive and you get to join the mastermind, something the mastermind group does is every Monday at 11:30, we have a group coaching call, which is super fun because I literally get to see Cindy and Lisa and Polly and all these guys out east every single Monday online like this. And it's where we do the brainstorming for things like Fit Happens and Nourished in 19 or team parties in Nashville. So that's where all that behind the scenes happens. So it's really fun to be included in that. But something else we do as a mastermind group is every Sunday night, we do a power post, because stats have shown that Sunday night is the most viewed night of any night of the week for people to check in on Facebook. And I think it's that they're winding down for the week. So they're just kind of, settling in before they start their work week up in tomorrow. And so I would like our group coaching calls, both the Wednesday and the Sundays, to get intentional. You guys know I believe in at least 2 transformation posts a week, but I think if we also purposely do a power post Sunday nights as well. And when you hit mastermind, I'm not asking you to write 2 separate posts. Like I literally, the link I posted in this group of here's my power post tonight, I posted that same link in mastermind. And if you go on my thread, you're going to see all the masterminds are already commenting on it. That I want us as a group to do the same thing. Because if you remember, some of the analytics of Facebook is that likes are nice, but they don't do anything to help your feed. It's comments that bring a feed up. And if you want to amplify it even more, it's comments more than 4 words. Because Facebook's logarithms is they want this to be connections, and 1-word answers are not connections. That's just kind of a, kind of thing. So when you comment on a post, whether it's a transformation post or a Sunday night power post, try and make sure it's over 4 words. Because that helps the thread stay alive. But one of the cool things is every time you comment, it bounces that thread back up to the top of that person's page. And then what you want to do is sporadically, and not all at the same time, but every 15, 30 minutes, go back and comment on the comment in your post. Because again, it's going to create momentum and excitement, and Facebook's going to think, oh, this is a really cool thing. Look at all the comments on it. And so I think we're missing the boat that as group coaching call people, we could be doing this same modeling that Mastermind is doing.
Sure.
And it's not too late. It's only 10 to 8. So, and it's one of those, I am not a person who comes up with posts quickly. In fact, since we don't have the availability of Hootsuite anymore, that has been my challenge over the last year, is learning to write on the fly. I will say I'm getting much better at it, and it's honestly probably more authentic me because I am posting on the fly versus thinking 2 weeks out. So in that essence, it really is more true. But it may take me, like usually a Sunday night post will take me a half an hour to write. And so I may start it Wednesday, tweak it for a couple days, and then just have it sitting in a folder ready to go. I stole my idea today because I saw somebody, and I don't even remember who, I think it was Leslie Engling here in town, do a post about, it was a picture of the milk and eggs at a store being completely gone. Like everybody's panicking, so they're going to buy bread, milk, and eggs. And that's gave me the idea of, I don't have to go to the grocery store to stock up. I have my food here. And I'm like, oh, there's my power post tonight. So I literally instantly sat down and started writing it. Half the time I'll have Randy proof it and tweak it for me.
That's awesome.
And then I thought, okay, I'm going to take a picture. And of course I staged my pantry. Like I had to move my isogreens so you could see greens and you could see e-shots. And I wanted all the different flavors showing. So it is really my pantry, but I staged it much prettier than it usually looks. And then I took a picture of the forecast for the next 5 days with this awful weather, cold and snow coming, and made a picture combining the two. And, again, who knew the girl, my realtor in Lake Kiowee, saw it and commented on it, So whatever your Sunday night post is, it can be a transformation. It can be non-scale victories. It can be convenience, the business, your tribe, whatever you want the theme to be. I did take a screenshot of all 4 of us. So if you guys want me to send that to you in a message, if you want to do a post about, accountability calls or your tribe or whatever, you can use that as an idea. But I think if we can get in that habit of every Sunday night, and I know Lori Olson posts the picture of drop your transformation below at 7:00 every Sunday night. I've been trying to give like a heads up warning. So I think I did at 4:00. Hey, you guys have 3 hours to write your power post for tonight. So that way you're not feeling under the gun at 7:00 of, oh crap, I haven't thought of what to write about. So
where do you guys get your transformations from?
Other
That
people.
you share?
So are you on the Isogenics transformation pages, Alicia?
I don't know.
All right, let me check real quickly. So one thing I
I
like
don't
to
know
do,
if I am.
let me look. The one thing I really like to do, and I had some huge momentum in this a while back. Okay, so it's called ISA Testimonials. Let me type both your names in and see if you're there.
Hey, Alicia.
I don't think I am.
You're
Alicia,
not. I'm going to put you in there. And
Alicia, what's your last name?
My last name is
So I
Finzel.
can friend you on
Oh,
Facebook.
Finzel. Finzel.
Okay, Julie, are you in ISA Testimonials?
I don't think so.
Okay, so 2 things. I just put Alicia and Laura in. Let me check you, Julie.
Thank you.
Okay, so
I usually
Julie,
just
you said it
copy
says you
somebody
already
else.
are in there. So for Alicia and Laura, whoever is the administrator of the page is going to have to go through and confirm you're an ISA person, so it may take a day.
Okay.
But something I did, and I really want to get back to doing, is that, and this was some great momentum that it built a couple years ago, is I like to reach within the team. You know, start with people on your own team. If your people aren't showing results or they're just starting, talk to sidelines and people that you know within our team. Or if I ever do a post, you're always able to borrow it. But the biggest thing is that, 1, they're going to feel flattered that you've asked them. And 2, you're going to show them how to write a story about themselves. Ask permission if you can tag them. Now, some people are completely comfortable with the before and after pictures. For the people who aren't comfortable, what I recommend are things like a face shot, whether it's just a now face shot or a before and after face shot. Or maybe they've lost 20 pounds and they can hold up one of their original pairs of jeans that even with 20 pounds, they're going to look like fat jeans.
Yeah.
You know, like I also remember years ago, Kristen Koski did a pile of her clothes she was donating. You know, so get creative. It doesn't have to be a before and after, especially if they're not comfortable showing a before and after yet. They get creative with them. But I think the teaching and the modeling and the highlighting them goes so far when it's people within our team. And eventually you kind of run out of, well, hopefully you don't run out of people, but you know, like I've already highlighted all you guys, you know, so now I'm looking for, okay, who can I highlight next? Now, if it's been a while and I haven't highlighted you guys for a year, I may go back and do it again or put it in a different light, you know, kind of thing. But the page that I added you guys to, they still like you to ask permission, but I've never had anybody say no. So you can kind of count it as a gimme yes. But you can use those. You can use the ones off of HHP. Again, I would ask permission first.
Yeah.
And then there's also a Facebook group page of ISA Body Challenge people. I am not on that one, so you may want to search your groups for ISA Body Challenge group.
I'm in that group.
I'm on that one.
Okay, and I believe you can ask permission on that one as well. So once you get past the people you know, those are the groups I borrow them from.
Okay.
Julie, did you want to say
Jody, can I
something?
ask you? Yeah, I'm just, when I see a post that I like about transformation on ISA Body Challenge, on whatever, I forgot what that page is called, but when I'm on that one, I see a lot of good ones, and I'm feeling kind of awkward about asking them, and I'm wondering if I should be replying in a comment and asking them, or if I should be doing that by private message. Do you have a preference on how
I
you
know on the
normally
ISA
ask?
testimonials, I just ask in a comment, and I usually compliment them like, oh my gosh, great job, or I'm so proud of your success or your transformation so far. Would you be okay with me also sharing it? And I just throw it right in the comments.
Okay.
And sometimes when people do post, they'll say they don't want it to go any outside that group. I've seen that before too.
Yeah, and sometimes on the ISA testimonials, they'll even say, go ahead and share, you don't need to ask me. So both situations, you know,
Yep.
you could say
Sure.
that already. But I really like the idea of starting and go cross lines. Like I was highlighting Holly, who's under Cindy, or I'll highlight Tiffany Keller. I've known Tiffany Keller from my Taste with Simple days. Like, don't think about just within our team. Look at other masterminds. Look at, you know, people long distance. That I remember Rhonda, who's out in West Virginia. I got to meet her girl, Sheila Sharp. I met her the day she got her box. She happened to get her box the day I was out in West Virginia. And so I haven't seen her after. I've only seen her before in person, but I've seen pictures of her. So when I see a really good picture, I'm like, hey, Sheila, let's write a story about you again. You know, so feel free, because they really are like honored and excited, and it may just get them more excited to start sharing more, or maybe they've hit a sticking point in their journey and you asking will spark that excitement for them to get a little more disciplined again.
Sure.
So I think that's huge, is 1, to use our team for our transformations, and then 2, to do the Sunday night posts.
Yeah.
Okay, next topic. I sent some of you messages. Now, Laura, this would be a really long road trip for you, but I don't want to disclude you on this or not include you on this.
To Cindy's?
Uh-huh. So I started private messaging people. I'm like, hey, I looked at Randy because we were kind of pouting. We've been so spoiled with Super Saturdays being in Chicago for so many years. And we actually toyed with hosting one. And I said, I don't want to host one. I want to focus on growing leaders. That would take me away from that time-wise.
And I've never been to Super Saturday. So what exactly?
It's a one-day event. It's basically like a very shortened NYKO or celebration where it's in one day. So they're going to talk, usually they talk IsaBody. They usually talk about how to share on social media. It's a very condensed training session. I've never seen one of Cindy's. I've only seen the Chicago ones. And so I said to him, actually at the team meeting, it was kind of funny. I did it very impromptu, and he kind of looked at me, and I thought, I probably should have talked to him about this beforehand. I'm like, what about I load up the car and a bunch of us jump in the car and go? Because I'm thinking, well, he can stay home with Jake and I'll go. And me versus him going is there's more women on our team that could fill than a hotel room. Now, that being said, there are 3 men that are trying to build a business. So I have tagged each of them as well. Like, hey, you 3 could share a room as well. So I also messaged Cindy and I said, hey, I'm thinking of coming out for Super Saturday and trying to bring a tribe with me. Where would you recommend staying? So I'm waiting for her to get back to me, but I figure it's a 6.5 hour drive. So I'm thinking from my house. We'd want to leave here by 3-ish was my thought. Cause I know you asked me earlier, Alicia.
Yeah.
That,
Friday.
What?
On Friday.
On Friday, and her event is Saturday from 8:30 to 1:30. So figure even if we left at 2:30 or 3, we can still get back Saturday night, and that way everybody still at least has Sunday, you know, at home or with their family. So I would love for the problem to be that we have too many people and need to fill a couple carfuls. That would be so exciting, and we'll play leapfrog on the way there. But I have not personally gotten my ticket. The tickets are only $20. So Laura, you're, I think 3 or 4 hours from me?
Yeah, approximately.
Yeah. So you're welcome to come Thursday, spend the night, leave with us Friday, or leave earlier Friday and jump in the car with us. I just know it's a little bit longer road trip for you than for us. So
I drove straight through from here to, what's a town in Ohio?
Columbus?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and that's where this is.
It's been a few years, but I have.
And I figure, and it was funny because I said to Randy, you know, I think having this in Columbus could be kind of fun and create a whole different excitement because it's a road trip. Like, how fun is that? So
A road trip.
And I'm going to have my new car by then, which Jake is a little salty about because I have wanted to ditch the minivan for 2 years. And just not wanting a new car payment and putting it off, I'm like, I'll wait till we get rid of the 3rd family car, which the plan was we were going to sell the Passat in September when Jake goes away. Little do we know he'd get in an accident and the car would be totaled out. And so one of the Illinois laws is that if you don't buy a replacement car in 30 days, they keep the taxes. So we would lose $1,000 if I don't if we don't either buy him another car or have me finally get my car before February 23rd.
That's
Oh,
ridiculous.
wow.
Well, it doesn't make sense for us to buy a car for 6 months to sell. So sorry, Jake, and he knows this and he's very salty about it. And he gets to drive Randy's Armada. It's not like he doesn't have a car, but he's mad because it has the logo on the back and it's not his car. So bummer, but I get my car. So
What are you getting?
I'm going to go to the car show just to make sure, but I'm like 90% sure I'm going to get a BMW X3 that I'm going to look for. I found 2 that are demos with 5,000 miles on them from 2018.
Nice.
I'd really like a 5, but I can't justify the additional 15,000 for about 6 more inches of space and a couple more bells and whistles. So I'm like, I'm totally fine with the 3. So, yeah, I want to sit in the MDX and in the Audi and in the Kia first before I pull the trigger. But I've even found where I'm buying it from if that's what we're doing, because it's down in Bloomington Normal. But I found one for $41,000 with 5,000 miles, and on demo cars they have 1.9 financing.
Wow, that's
Right.
amazing.
So I'm like, done.
Oh, well, congrats. That's great.
So he won't be excited, but I'm super excited. I'll get to drive my car on a road trip. So, and spread this down to your team. I mean, Laura, it's been forever since I've seen the Iowa crew. I would love to have all of them come. We have 2 spare bedrooms, so if you come the night before, it's not like I don't have space. But really, I think we could pump this up and make this really fun and make it all about a road trip. So I'm still waiting to hear from Cindy where they're going to stay. You know, and she said because she doesn't live in Columbus, she lives in Amish country in the middle of nowhere. And she said they're coming into town that night too. So I'm kind of waiting to hear where everybody's staying.
Okay. Yeah, I'm hoping I can go. I just have to double check because I know there's vacations around that time at work. So I will let you know tomorrow for sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then how do we get
what
tickets?
was the day?
It is March 9th and we'll leave March 8th.
Okay.
Okay.
And hopefully by then the weather will be better.
Oh, here's the
I
hoping.
agree. I agree. Because at that point, hopefully we're at the tail end of winter. So I agree. Anything you guys want to talk about? I mean, clearly I wanted you to remember that the Crystal Manager deadline and director are coming up, and this consistency of posting and teaching your team and using them as the highlight, and then the road trip. Is there anything you guys wanted to chat about?
Did everyone see where you could do the GoPro for $1?
Yes. Thank you for reminding me. And that's
I signed up and I did it on Friday.
to get the free book.
Yeah, you get a free book then too.
I did too. So if you didn't see it, I put it both in Shooting Stars and in Racing to Executive, that Eric Worre has his training with like 6 or 9 different topics of training that are hundreds of dollars worth that you can get for $1 for 30 days. You can cancel at the end of the 30 days, but if you continue to use his training, then it's $40 a month, I think.
Yeah, 49.
Go on. So yes, thank you for reminding me because I forgot all about that. And the other thing is I know Alicia came for our first vision board training, which did you finish it and put your board up where you see it every day?
It's up. Yes, it is.
Awesome. Mine, you can't really see, but it's behind the lamp behind me.
I did start ripping stuff out of magazines.
Okay.
So
I'm going to send you, I have
I'm
a
working
whole
on it.
great PDF on creating vision that I'll send you that. But Julie, just so you know, our retake 2 is this Tuesday night at 7 if you want to come. I think Jill is coming, and I think Julie Patterson is coming. And a girl who I am trying to get to see the vision of the business and consistent with the program. Her name is Tanya Thomas. She is hopefully coming as well Tuesday night. So you're welcome to join us if you can.
If I can, I would be worried about the temperatures though, if it's going to be that bad.
Spend the night at our house. Seriously. I mean, we have the guest bedrooms, and it's not like you have Austin at home.
Well, that's true.
So pack for Wednesday, and you're welcome to stay.
Well, I'll think about it. I'm a maybe for that. And I'm a maybe for the Ohio trip. I would like to do that, but I don't think I'll be able to get off work on Friday like that. But I'll see what I can do.
Okay. And like I said, reach down to your team, because we all know events build belief. So the more people we can get to do this, it's going to just spread and get the ripple effect. And that's what we want to have happen. And think about your people out east. Like my girl Val, I really was hoping could come, and she unfortunately already has a commitment that weekend, but it's the halfway point. It's also the halfway point to my peeps in West Virginia. So I'm trying to get 3 of them from West Virginia to meet us there too. So if you even have anybody out east or southeast, see how far it is for them to get there as well. All right, awesome. Well, we only literally have 6 minutes left because on the free Zoom, you only get 40 minutes. Otherwise, you have to pay for an upgrade. So I think that's it here. Like I said, Tuesday's vision board. Oh, and then next Saturday, the 2nd, is leader breakfast at 8:30, Julie and Alicia. And again, try and have your team come, because it's all about team training together. And I kind of have an idea what we're talking about, but I haven't even really put it together, so I can't really tell you what it's all about yet.
And
But-
will you be recording that at all? Because I do know I won't be able to go. I do have to work.
Okay. I hadn't even thought that far yet, but I can try.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So, like I said, it's not too late to do a power post for tonight. So if you do one, drop your picture or the link in on the Race into Executive. And I like, so that other people start seeing that and start doing it too.
Sure.
All right. Well, have a good night, and we'll stay in tuned with everything coming up then.
Great. Thanks, Jody.
All right. Thanks. Have a good night.
Night.
Bye.